Good morning and welcome to Money Wisdom, sponsored by Johnson Brunetti. I'm Jillian Andrews. We are teaching you smart ways to manage your money, and joining us now with expert advice is Eric Hogarth, certified financial planner and senior partner at Johnson Brunetti. Thanks for being here.
Good morning. Great to be here.
Am I spending too much in taxes? That's the question for today. First, let's talk about income taxes and taxes on investments.
Yeah, so there's a bunch of different ways you're getting taxed. I mean, there's probably no one watching this being like, I spend too little on taxes. I would like to spend more. Like, taxes are overwhelming. Everyone's paying a bunch. Whether you make a lot of money or a little bit of money, whether you make no money, you're probably still paying taxes. So take some time to look at it. You know, we look at it from the perspective of, we're buying a house, we're buying a car, we're buying a CD, we're investing in this. We got to get the best possible deal. And then you just kind of glaze over with this malaise that, like, I don't want to talk about taxes. But maybe you could save money. Maybe you could keep more money. And taxes, things are taxed at different rates. Income tax, there's 7 different brackets. Investment income, there's 3 different brackets. There's money that is reportable income, but not taxable income. It's confusing, but there's people that specialize in this that can give you some guidance on what can you do.
Sure, and our next bullet here is people need to be mindful of RMDs.
Okay, so here's another one, is that, you know, the biggest savings vehicle in the United States is the plan that you have at work, a 401k, a 403b, a 457. It works great because you're saving money into it while you're working. If you're doing a traditional contribution, you're getting a tax deduction to do that, so it brings your taxable income lower. You grow that money tax deferred. When you draw it out in retirement, you pay taxes on it. Part of the deal with that was the thought that in retirement, I won't have an earned income. So I have less income, it'll put me in a lower tax bracket, I'll draw the money out, I will keep more money. Some people, it's gonna work that way. A lot of people, it's not gonna work that way. Because you might not have less income. And then you get to the point where you're forced to draw it out. Don't wait too long to take that money out, because it's probably the worst money to grow long term, because it's the most taxed money. So it's not just how much money you have, it's where are you going to draw it from? Are you being smart?
Sure, and lastly, how can you in general minimize your tax bill?
You need to look, traditional tax planning, I have a lot of friends who are CPAs. We have a CPA on staff at Johnson Brunetti. But a lot of that traditional tax planning advice is, let's get my taxable income as low as possible this year, which is like, of course you want to do that. But you don't want to do it at the detriment of, now it's a disaster 15 years from now. Like, look at like a Roth conversion. Roth conversions make a ton of sense. People don't like talking about Roth conversions. And even when they do like talking about Roth conversions, most people won't do it. Most people should do it. And they're like, well, Eric, it depends, it's this and that, you don't understand. No, like, I understand, you don't want to pay the taxes, but it's about paying less tax, not more. So certainly in the early years of retirement where you're not working, your income does go down, you're not drawing Social Security, maybe you haven't triggered a pension, maybe you don't have one. You have a lot of options when your income is lower to take money out of accounts, paying very little in tax, so you can let your best money grow for later. You know, maybe a Roth, you don't even pay taxes on it, that's great.
Okay, so lots to unpack here, but you have a way to break it all down for our viewers with a book offer.
It's really important to look at this stuff during working years, getting towards retirement. Like, don't just assume that it is what it is, there's nothing I can do, because that's never the best way to address anything. So it's, are you spending too much money in taxes in retirement? It's not just, well, it doesn't matter, Eric, I'm gonna move to Florida. Like, okay, let's talk about life and what you wanna do, and wherever you live. We have clients all over the country. Are you doing the best that you can do for you? So go to moneywisdomtv.com, get this book on taxes. It's not boring, I mean, taxes are, but it's important. Moneywisdomtv.com, read it, you know, call us, talk to someone, get some input. Make sure you don't make a mistake.
Eric, thank you as always. That's all we have time for today. But again, that's moneywisdomtv.com. For Connecticut's Morning Buzz, I'm Jillian Andrews. We'll see you next time.